My overall experience working with Susie could not have been more positive. When I found Susie, I had been sidelined for a year and a half by what had become a chronic and progressive injury, sidelined from long distance running and long distance triathlon. And I was a very sad person at that point. As any athlete knows, when you're not able to do the sports you are used to, or you're faced with limitations you're not accustomed to, it can really take a toll on your whole spirit and mental health. So I found Susie at a pretty low point. I was pretty frustrated. I had seen 6 in person physical therapists. I had tried every treatment modality you can think of without any really lasting or meaningful progress. So, Susie was almost like a last ditch effort for me. In the course of my time working with Susie, because she also has Ehlers Danlos and POTS, which we happen to share, I was able to learn a ton about of course, my specific body, but kind of more generally challenges that I might face in training and in being an athlete. And more so than just knowing about the challenges, it was how to deal with them. So I really walked away from this experience with a lifetime of knowledge ahead of me and feeling like I have a toolbox now to really address load management and movement specific ideas that are going to go with me into the rest of my life. So it wasn't just an investment in the here and now, in the 6 months or the year. It was really an investment that I can see paying dividends for the entire rest of my life. And I also get to go back to running and swimming and biking and doing all the things that I'm accustomed to. So I went from having a lot of movement limitations to none, zero limitations. I remember recording my intake for Susie and being barely able to bend back at all, to extend my back. So something that had started in my foot had found its way into my back, and I was just a mess. I had tremendous movement limitations, fear of movement, and just a lot of pain on a daily basis. So I was at a pretty low point to go from being an ultra runner to really just struggling with day to day stuff. Sitting was hard, standing was hard, walking was hard. Everything had this element of pain, and I no longer have any limitations and am back to running. Oh my gosh, if you are on the fence or have any question about whether or not to make this investment in yourself, in your future, do not hesitate, because truly that's what it is. We love to talk about self care, and I think self care comes in many forms, but working with Susie might be one of the best forms you could ever possibly purchase, because it is something that will benefit you for the rest of your life. You will learn so much, you'll achieve your goals, you will absolutely get out of pain and know how to stay out of pain. You'll know how to mitigate things in the future if you're a person who kind of struggles with some chronic issues. I would truly say that this is the best thing you could purchase for yourself. Maybe it's a Christmas gift. It was a Christmas gift to myself last year, and it's one that I will be reaping the rewards for truly a lifetime to come. It feels scary. I can definitely understand how people can feel jaded or discouraged after having tried so many different things, but this really is different. Working with Susie, you are working with somebody who is going to listen to you and is going to encourage you, is going to program something very specific for your needs. She has a ton of knowledge surrounding pain, which is also really, really valuable for people who are coming back from an injury or dealing with something chronic. And also, it's just dang fun. Like super fun, creative movements. This is not your cookie cutter type of workout. This is really stuff that you're going to be excited and engaged doing.